Hey guys, happy Sunday. So today we have a light topic. It's Sunday and I don't want to talk about anything heavy. So what we're going to talk about is magic and aging well because a lot of you have asked me to make this audio. First of all, as you can notice, I am using the term aging well and not anti-aging. And this is because anti-aging is not a thing. Okay, aging is normal and natural and it needs to happen. So I want to make that clear. You can't stop it. But what we can do is we can look good for our age and we can look younger than our age. So that's something we definitely can do. Um, I will also say that I've been kind of delaying this audio because of a few things. And the first one is that in today's society, there is so much pressure on women to stay young forever. And youth is something that is kind of connected with beauty, and we only see beauty in youth. And this is something that's very unfair, and I have a problem with because there's so many older women that are gorgeous, and beauty can be found at any age and any period of our lives. And we kind of only are focused on the beauty of young people or young looking people. And this is something that I hope is gonna change because it's just unfair, right? Um, Anyways, that's something I want to emphasize. I also want to say that looking your age or looking slightly older than your age or even a lot older than your age is not a bad thing. Again, a normal thing. And I just feel that people get judged if they look their age, which again, I think it's very unhealthy. So, kind of me hesitating on making this audio was because I don't want anyone to think um, that I'm promoting uh, this whole society's view on aging because I'm not actually. I have a whole different view on it, and I want to make that clear. However, I also understand that everybody wants to look good and everybody wants to look their best. And this is why I'm making the audio just to give you a few tips. And I'm going to start by saying that. When we do video calls and stuff for coaching, a lot of you guys will tell me that I look much younger than I am. And I appreciate the compliments. I love the compliments as any other person. My dermatologist also tells me that. So I know it's a fact, I guess. But I'm gonna tell you that I definitely do age. I age well, yes, but when I was 30, I looked way younger than I do now. So there is definitely a difference, and I can see that I look older than I used to. So just to say that I age. Everybody ages, okay? So this audio is basically about aging well. It's not about stopping the process because that's not something we can do. Aging is a natural thing and it's a privilege. And I really don't want you to look upon it as something scary and unnormal or anything like that. Every stage of our life is beautiful and different and brings changes inside of us and outside of us, and that's something we need to accept and honor, and it's perfectly normal. Now, of course, if we want to, we can do some things to age well. If we don't, that's okay as well. It just depends on what makes you happy. Some people don't care about their looks, and that's fine. Some people only care about their family, their career, and that's also fine. So, this is obviously going to be for those of you who are interested in aging well. So I think that it's very much connected with your vibration and with your energy. Again, just like anything else, because you are energy, and that energy is, just seen on the outside as well. So I think that a big portion of it just comes from your vibration. So being high vibrational, really working on yourself, really making sure that your mental health is in balance, and everything else that comes into our vibration, which you can find out more on the channel. That's not the topic today. It definitely, in my opinion and experience, makes the hugest difference. The hugest, is that even a thing in English? A huge difference, probably. Okay, so that would be definitely number one. So just working on yourself on the inside, believe it or not, will reflect on the outside as well. I promise that. Okay, so another thing I wanna say as a disclaimer is that I'm mostly Ukrainian. I'm mostly Eastern European, but mostly Ukrainian. I do not live in the Ukraine, as you know. I never did. I wasn't even born there, but my genetics are mostly Ukrainian. So I don't know. I think it kind of makes some sort of impact because. I think that people from those places tend to have, different face shapes. So I kind of think it also kind of brings to it in my case. So just to make that clear. And now I'm just gonna talk about the experiences I've had with magic alone. So like I said, vibration and energy, number one thing. So another thing is that since I was born a witch, I kind of, I don't know, I intuitively did some things or avoided some things that are harmful for you, and that I had no idea as a child or as a young person that this was good for me, my health, my aging process, or that something was bad, so I avoided it. I just did it intuitively, and I think it was just because, witches tend to have really good intuition. So I I started intermittent fasting when I was a child, just because I don't know. That's just how I did my meals always. And I didn't sunbathe or tan, even though I talked about this before. I am very, very pale. So even though at the time when I was young, being tan was a thing, it was very important. It was everybody was obsessed with being tan, and everybody was making fun of me for being pale. But I just kind of knew that I shouldn't be sunbathing, and I didn't know why. Um, and a lot of other habits as well. I will not state all of them because there are so many of them. But not smoking, like a bunch of stuff. Drinking green tea. I just kind of, also the stuff I eat. I follow the Mediterranean diet. If anybody's interested, and I intuitively did it always. um and things like that, I've always kind of intuitively done. So I think that is very helpful. And now, about magic itself, the stuff that I actually do magic wise, those would be glamour spells. And maybe you guys know this or not, but I do my glamour spells differently. So, glamour spells in general are great because what they do is they make your energy more attractive, they make you more magnetic, and it also does reflect on your appearance. So you're gonna be more beautiful, basically. Um, when I was 30 is when I started doing them differently, because I just thought I wanted more out of them, and I thought that. This is a great spell where all of us can really connect with our spirit guides, which always gives us messages, but this would be like targeted to connect with them to give us messages about like beauty and stuff. And the way we receive messages from our spirit guides is in different ways. And in terms of this particular spell, how you receive them is by seeing, for example, an ad for a product that would really, really benefit you, or you might get a recommendation from a friend, or you just a thought might pop inside of your head, or you may just see somewhere something about it. But basically, it doesn't have to be a product. It can be just a lifestyle change, or change of your hair, or makeup, or clothes, or some exercises that would benefit you, or anything really. It can be anything, health related things, a bunch of stuff. And that is basically what I do, that I actually targetedly do. That's not like intuitive. And I want to say that it's my personal choice, of course. I'm not interested in Botox, fillers, any types of procedures, uh, hormonal replacement therapy, none of those things. I want to age naturally, and but also well. So that's just what I've chosen. I have nothing against any of these things if somebody wants to do them and it makes them happy. It's just my personal choice. So I'm gonna tell you just one of my experiences, with this type of glamour spell. I already did film one about my hair, but this one is about aging well. So I'm gonna give you, I think, probably the most important thing that I do. So when I was 30, and keep in mind that this was 12 years ago, and that back then this was not a thing. So when I was 30, nobody was talking about retinols. It was not popular at all, at least not here where I live. Never heard of it, nothing. And then after a glamour spell, my spirit guides have kind of recommended to me tretinoin cream, and I had no idea what it was, where to get it, no idea, anything, nothing about it. So I did some research, and I started getting it on eBay, which I do not recommend, but it was the only way for me to get it back then, here where I live. And thankfully, thanks to the magic, I did always receive an actual cream that was not a fake. Um, and that is how I started using tretinoin, thanks to my spirit guides. And I really want to thank them for that, because, I would never ever heard of it until it became popular, and I would already be, I don't know, in my late 30s, I guess. So that's one of my experiences. And yeah, that's basically the only thing, magic wise, I do. So just glamour spells. There is no special spell I do for, aging well. Also, the intuitive things just from being a witch, that I have done since I was a child. And that's basically everything, guys. I hope this was helpful to someone. I will mention that with glamour spells, you need to do them regularly to actually see progress and to make them more beneficial. Um, so, they don't last that long, they wear off. Uh, Maximum length is 3 months, as you know, 3 month cycles, sorry. But I just think the glamours are best done once a month, just to keep everything going. Personally, I try to do them regularly. I used to do them very much regularly. Now I just kind of don't, because I'm just too busy to do it. But every now and then I remember to do one, especially if I'm having some sort of issue or a problem that I want to fix, like my hair was. So that's when I'm gonna do it. So basically, that's all I have to tell you. I don't have much to say about it. Uh, I do want to again emphasize that we shouldn't be chasing youth and we should be enjoying every stage of our life and just finding beauty in every stage of our life because there is beauty in every single stage of our life. And I'm aware that society is pressuring women to always look young forever. And just kind of getting you to think that youth is beautiful and nothing else is, but that is not true. That's absolutely not true. Don't believe it, don't fall for it, and don't be obsessed with it. And don't feel bad if you're aging, because that's normal. Everybody does. It's perfectly normal, natural, and nothing to be ashamed of and nothing to, obsess over. It's just how life is. So, also, remember how privileged you are that you get to age. Remember that. Remember all the kids that, were ill and didn't get to age and how happy they would be if they were in your place. So, always be grateful for what you have, and you have so many and so much. And remember those things. Um, that is the most important thing that I want you to take from this audio. Not the glamour spells, not the magical things you can do to help you. And yes, you can do them, and it's okay to want to look your best. But just remember that it's also normal to age. And, anyways, I hope everybody had a great weekend, and I hope that next week is going to be great for everyone. Astrologically looking, it should be good. So, yeah, thank you guys for listening. Love you. Bye.